Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Wishyouluckk back at it again with another YouTube video. And in today's video, we are going over the Iceman himself, Mr. Frostbolt. As always, if you guys are the content creator that's featured in the current lesson video and you do not want your video featured, please DM me and I will gladly take down the video. This is always going to be for educational purposes only. We're just trying to help, you know, people learn from top tier gameplay, and so it's kind of hard to use anybody else's gameplay other than content creators gameplay because most people who send me gameplay, no offense, are on console and they play very slow, so kind of hard to watch. I also figured why not go for Frostbolt and ZK's duo, considering they play together like every single weekend. They know how each other plays. It's very similar to like me and Pups. Unfortunate for Frost and ZK there, they got cold snapped. I found it hard to find a game to review for Frost because like I feel like a lot of the time Frost is just messing around, so I kind of like searched a little deeper into the VOD to see when he had taken some L's already and he had switched up his demeanor. Because I you know, as we saw with the Panda video, it's kind of hard for really good players to focus initially. You kind of have to lose a couple games to not want to lose anymore, you know what I mean? There's a switch that goes off in a competitive player's head that's like, all right, I'm fucking done losing, like let's play. And I feel like I got to that point in his VOD after a couple losses. So kind of overstays his welcome there with his primary. I mean, I think he was going to be playing his shield there, but he kind of just took the 1v1 because he was distracted from the guy behind the pillar. They go down 2-0 right now. It's not looking too good, but I'm pretty confident ZK and Frost can bring this back. I mean, ZK is an incredible player, incredible shot. Honestly, is one of the best primaries I've ever played against, and Frostbolt is an OG. He's been around the block for 6 years now, so... These guys like to use the Titan's Ramparts, or at least I know Frostbolt really likes his Titan's Ramparts, and I don't blame him. PC's infested with cheaters. Anytime you get shot by something weird, you automatically suspect people for being cheaters. So why not have Titan's Ramparts and 10 Rezo to help you out every single time you want to get into an engagement with one of them? Uses his shield really well here. This Hunter is not playing too well. This Hunter just kind of gave himself up for free there. Literally slid into a shield. Now we got Frostbolt and ZK and his team pushing forward. I believe Frostbolt and ZK are doing a single carry here. I don't think the guy they're playing with is too amazing. No offense to him, obviously. I think they're just doing a single carry. They were able to clean up after that first pick. Very well played with the shield. If you're a Titan, you should just be playing your Titan's Ramparts and Trials, man. You should never be doing anything except Titan's Ramparting at all times of the day. That's why you run 10 Rezo. That's why you get your shield up every 15 seconds. It's just what you want to do. You want to use it and abuse it and piss people off because you have it so much. Remember, you're not playing Trials to make anybody else happy except yourself. Play exactly how you want to play and play like that unapologetically. Don't feel bad for playing some type of way. As you can see, the other team also has their own Titans. Looks like they might have put that on late because they lost a round to it. Looks like their carry gets a pick, ZK gets another pick, and now it's an easy collapse for ZK. Like I said, ZK has an incredible primary shot, so seeing those primary feeds is not too far-fetched. Being able to win a round without one of your main Sherpas doing much is a really good sign for your team. So I'm sure that having rounds like that feels good when you're Frost or when you're ZK. This map was very, very divisive. It was just kind of like two good teams play against each other and sit around the corners and wait for one of them to overextend or wait so you can team shot. But the moment a good team whips out a sword, it kind of feels impossible. As soon as you 3-peek, you're never going to peek the angle and die. Looks like ZK trades with a super. Frost knows he has to protect that orb that ZK just got down. Frost is kind of exposed here. I didn't really like that push. After he got 2 shots down, he should have known that he was overextended and tried to get back within the doorway, the door frame behind him. I don't think moving forward was the idea there. Looks like his teammate pops a really good super, but is not able to capitalize on it. That's unfortunate. His teammate should have at least had 2 there. But once again, it's the carry. You cannot expect the carry to do much. That's why they're there. They're a carry. They're not there to take themselves to the lighthouse. They're there to get carried to the lighthouse. So would have liked to see Frost be a bit more cautious there. It doesn't look like he does run 10 Rezo. It looks like he run high Rezo. I don't know if this is 10. It comes back quickly, but I don't know if that's 10 quickly. It could very well just be 9. ZK gets a great pick for them. Now Frost just has to use his primary and his shields to keep that down. Looks like they pop a Glacial Quake. Frost is caught kind of in between here. He has to decide who he wants to fight. Picks up the Hunter. However, he does have a Glacial behind him who also has a super, and he outplays the Glacial immensely. Ramon367 played that awfully. All he had to do was right click, create an ice wall that Frost couldn't shoot through, and get reses on his team, or literally just jump in the air and left click, but he gets outplayed by Frostbolt's slide melee. That was a great play. I never even thought about making that play myself, but now I'm going to steal that when I'm on Glacial Titan and I'm running away from a super. If I have a melee, I'm going to freeze them. And that was only made possible because Bungie now ups the damage on special ammo or special weapons when you're shooting a frozen target. So before that wasn't even possible. I guess that's why I never did it, but lands 2 good headshots, kind of overextended here. Yep, Ramon capitalizes on it. When you land 2 headshots like that, you kind of either gotta commit or you gotta put yourself in a safe spot to kind of fight those 2 guys that you headshotted. Right there, he overextended and then put himself awkwardly in a doorway. ZK is trying to pick up the pieces here. ZK knows that if he just gets a pick, he can play the 2v2 and be perfectly fine. ZK has more than enough of a shot to be able to play the 2v2. So he's weakening players, trying to get pick damage on them, and the moment somebody slides and makes their play a little bit too far, ZK will probably punish him for it. What you don't want to do here as ZK's carry is that right there. Peek the same. Oh my. What? What was that snipe? Hello? So what you don't want to see from their carry there is doing exactly what he just did. Like crowding your Sherpa makes your Sherpa play worse. So if you're the carry, you don't want to go too far, but you don't want to stand on top of your Sherpa. You know what I mean? Let your Sherpa have room to space, like room to strafe and shoot and peek shot. If I'm trying to peek shot to my left and you're standing on my right so I can't even unpeek, you're going to get me killed. DK is hitting a lot of snipes this game. He's playing very, very well. He's honestly the reason why they're still in this game. They're doing this very right. They're doing this very correctly. Just playing their orbs, taking their time. They know they don't have to rush. The moment you get a pick, you just play your orb. You don't need to do anything crazy. You don't need to give the other 2 players 1v1s. You just play your orb. You stay consistent with the orb and you apply pressure. And it helps a lot that he has that Titan's Rampart shield, because that Titan's Rampart shield is almost a guaranteed, hey, guess what? You can't get this res anymore. The other team does have 2 supers. Looks like Frost has a super himself. If this other team was smart, they would send the Dawnblade through this middle corridor where Frost is looking, and they would send the pickaxe behind them. They did it kind of opposite here, so Frost is going to run into the pickaxe. There's the pickaxe. It doesn't kill Frost, which is good. Very stressful moment here. So Frost is using his right click to create some walls, it looks like. ZK just made the call out. He's going to have his super very soon, and I'm sure Frost and ZK are very comfortable in this position. They have Titan's Ramparts, they have the orb, they have the zone. ZK just said he's getting super soon. They know that they just used a Dawnblade and a pickaxe, and their Glacial Quake was used 2 rounds ago, so he shouldn't have a super soon. So they pretty much just play ZK's super and win the game here. All Frost has to do is stay alive. That's why he's not running into this engagement with a shotgun. He takes a very risky primary fight. Had he died there and it gone 2-1, this could have been a really messy situation, because ZK would have had the carry on his team instead of his Sherpa. But it works out for them. I would have played that a little bit differently. I wouldn't have even challenged that final guy that Frost did. Instead, I would have rotated over to ZK to help him out with a super and just play the 2v1 with zone advantage and the orbs. But that's just me. Also, that Hunter wasn't ever going to get his super that round. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys learned something from the video. Please do not forget to leave a thumbs up on the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.